Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Is there a command to know what song is playing now? Both of the songs that played during pre-show today are Tessa Violet songs. Tessa is lovely and has all of this amazing music that you can listen to. But the two songs we listened to were Crush, and that last one was I Like the Idea of You. They're her two top played songs, or like top popular songs if you look at her on Spotify. How are you guys? Welcome. Happy Saturday. Ezra Annie, thank you for the 6 months. Storm 130, thank you for the 4. Adam Northwest, thank you for the 11. X Tech for the 7. Angie, thank you for gifting a sub to Starter Brain. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you, Angie. Tiny Tim, thank you for the 23. Horrid Blade for the 30. 3 Hard Candy, thank you for the 4. I need a dose of Doogs. I'm in a bad headspace. I will do my best to at least put you in a goofy, weird headspace. I think that's probably better. Warface, thank you for the 2. Coog Shadow, thank you for the 2 as well. And Guy in the Room, thank you for the 51. Hi, guys. Crush was good. Yeah, they're both great. They're great songs. Bad Ideas is also fantastic. It's great. The music videos are also great. Not to like... not to just be on a, hey, Tessa's great and you should totally support her train. But Tessa's great and you should totally support her. She's like transitioned in the last few years to like completely focusing on music, and it's awesome. Her music videos are super cool and she has like her own style and everything. It's really cool. Yes, she was Mika Kitty. Any appointments this afternoon we should set an alarm for? No, I was an hour and a half late yesterday. It was cool. It was really cool and good, and I didn't feel like an asshole at all. It was fine. At a certain point, they were like, because I got there, right? And we like did my makeup super fast. And then I did all of the stuff like really focused and like tried to get it done so everybody could like go home. And then they were like, actually, could we bother you for just like 15 more minutes? And I was like, I literally made you guys wait here for 45 minutes past what time I was supposed to be here. So like, yeah, you can keep me around as long as you need me around. Like, it's fine.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito.
What were you doing? I was filming promo stuff for a Twitch thing that I don't think... What is that noise? It's really weird. I was filming a promo thing for a Twitch thing. Is there a mouse in my house? What the fuck is that? Too early in the morning for a mouse. I mean, I'm like really confused. I'm really confused. I'm living inside of Plague Tale right now. You have the worst mouse police if that was a mouse. By mouse police, do you mean my cats? My cats are very good at chasing spiders. I don't know if they've ever gotten an opportunity to chase something like a mouse in their life. There's one of my mouse police doing the patrols, you know. Did I miss a mouse? I heard like a squeak noise like 3 times in a row, and I'm very confused what it was. Still have no idea. Also, those socks are still on the ground. You're welcome. Does Sam have the same PC specs as Dooger? I believe that we have the same PCs. I'm pretty sure. My cats are professional mosquito chasers. Yikes. Watson, when she was a kitten, tried to chase down a wasp. And Sam was the one who was like, she should not touch that wasp. I was like, oh, you're right. Just like the worst cat owner in the world. Just like, oh, she's chasing the wasp. Yeah, get him. And Sam was like, don't let her chase the wasp. They don't come out in daylight usually. It's probably a California snake. I don't think snakes squeak. Also, most of the snakes in California, like especially the ones that you're going to find out here, are going to be like garden snakes. The chair? Those aren't the same. That's not a squeak. That's a creak. You know, there's a difference. Garden snakes are so cool. I used to grab garden snakes and put them in jars. And my dad was like, I don't think they're very happy in there. Okay. I was big into lizards. Big into lizards as a kid. I snagged all the lizards I could. I also got really into earthworms at one point and like kidnapped a bunch of earthworms. All those poor, sweet things just trying to live their lives. Meanwhile, I'm like, meh, 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 worm.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving coffee.
Officer Sherlock reporting for mouse duty. Sherlock. Oh my god, he's ignoring me. Unbelievable. I ain't going in there. There's a mouse. He's like, holy shit, is there a mouse in there? I'm suddenly very busy somewhere else in the house. Was that a squeak just now? I made that noise. Normally, if he hears that noise, he comes to me, but he did not this time. Did I play outside a lot as a kid? Hell yeah. Well, I grew up on a farm, like in the middle of the woods. I had no neighbors. I was outside all the time. And then we got the internet. And then I was torn. Because I wanted to be outside all the time, but I also really wanted to be on the computer all the time. So, and that's when it all fell apart. Have you been liking Cadence of Hyrule? I love it. So the reason that I was so late to my appointment yesterday was because I was playing Cadence of Hyrule and I was so invested in it that I completely forgot I had anything else to do. I forgot that I had like a normal time to end, even if I forgot the appointment, right? Normally I end like at 2:00. Forgot. It's 2:30 and Sam's peeking his head in like, don't you have something to do today? And I was like, what the fuck? Like surfacing, like, where am I? I'm literally on like the final boss of the game. And I had to stop because I had to leave. So, yeah. So we'll probably chit chat for a couple of hours and then I'll try to finally beat the game because I lived in Oregon. I lived in Oregon until I was... How old was I when I moved here? 24? 23 or 24. It's very fun. I even like re-downloaded Necrodancer because I was like, man, I really want to keep playing something like that, even though I was never very good at Necrodancer. But I might be better now. I've done Cadence of Hyrule, which is kind of like Necrodancer with training wheels. So maybe I'll be better at Necrodancer now. To be fair, moments like that are usually amazing. They are. It's very rare for me. Like, Sam gets sucked into stuff, I think very easily. I do not. I've never had like an MMO addiction problem. I very rarely play a game and I'm just like, I have to keep playing this. Like, I can't go to bed now. Right? Like, I that's so rare for me. Normally it's like 2 or 3 hours that I play something and I go, this will be nice to play again tomorrow. Well, time to do the dishes and then go to bed. Right? Like, like I'm very present normally. So to play a game and completely forget about literally everything else is so nice. Just be like, wow, I'm really into this game. I love that feeling. Unrelatable. Yeah, you and all of my friends. Sam has the hunter-gatherer focus genes. God damn, he does. He has that hyper focus. Oh, I hear my baby, but she just went down. Why'd she cry? I haven't eaten breakfast. I haven't eaten anything. I have had coffee. And that's it so far. Yeah, she's up sobbing. I wonder what happened. Maybe she saw the mouse. Yike. Hearing that hurts my soul. That I haven't had breakfast, I know. Mornings, I need to just eat at the same time that Clark eats. Because my mornings are like, for most days, I wake up, I do my, as we've talked before, I have my morning routine that I do. Even if she's like up crying, like, it's morning, you need to get me up now. I make myself do a sequence of things because otherwise I will not do them, right? I take my pills, I brush my teeth, I wash my face. I have like a couple of things that I do because otherwise they will not happen and they help me wake up. And then after that, it's like Clark. And then the second Clark is asleep, it's stream. So I really do need to like figure out how to, while she's eating, also just quickly feed myself something. Biggest problem with mornings is they come too early in the day. I don't mind mornings. I actually really like mornings. But now my mornings are full. You know, it's not like before where I could wake up and be like, well, I start stream at like 9. So I've got like half an hour to just kind of do whatever. That's not my life anymore. Now it's not that Clark is super clingy. Honestly, she's very independent. But like, most of the time morning is I kind of hang out in the play area with her, the play area being the entire living room now. I sort of hang out and she plays with stuff, plays with books, plays with blocks, plays with cups. And if she wants me involved, she comes to me and we play together. But for the most part, I let her kind of like decide if she wants to play by herself or if she wants to play with me. So she's gotten to the point now where she's like kind of half and half. Like, she's pretty independent and she likes to play with the cups by herself and she likes to do whatever. But she'll pretty consistently like bring me a book to read, or she'll like bang some cups together and then bring me the cups. Like, now you do it. Right? She's really into dressing up right now. If she finds like any piece of fabric, it's a scarf. And she wants to show me, and it's very cute. But I'm kind of just like on call. You know, I like sit there and I hang out, and if she wants interaction, cool, and if she doesn't, then I'm there, you know. She's gotten a lot better though. If I need to get up and do something, even if I need to go upstairs, she's kind of like, well, she'll be back. So I need to just take advantage of that a bit more, I think. That's what I think too. We have a bunch of oatmeal. I should just make some like overnight oats and just have them in the fridge. And that way when I have a second, I can just grab oats. I just have to keep them away from her, which is fine. Yeah, overnight oats would be really good. Next time I'm doing a bunch of fruit to dehydrate, I'll also just put together some overnight oats. That's easy. Baked oatmeal is my shit recently. I've never done baked oatmeal. I've done overnight oats and stovetop oats, and that's pretty much it. Is she allergic to them? No, but she's a baby. So she will imagine that this is a cup with overnight oats in it. It will either get knocked over or she'll put her whole hand in it. The options are not clean. And I would prefer to eat them instead of have them all over the living room floor. Overnight oats is basically you like put oats or oatmeal, sorry. You put oatmeal into like the bottom of a jar, and then some kind of like milk, almond milk. You even do like coconut milk. And then I also put chia in mine. I really like chia. I don't know why. I always put it in my oatmeal. And then like honey. It's basically like oatmeal and then a milk and then a sweetener. And then you mix it up and you leave it overnight. And overnight the oats like absorb everything. And then in the morning you can be like, okay, what do I want to top this with? Nuts and fruit and whatever. Or you just eat it. I think the best one that I've ever tried was like almond milk, honey, and then cinnamon. That was pretty good. That sounds like oatmeal and spoiled milk. You put it in the fridge. I don't heat it up, no. But you can if you want to. You didn't say that part. I thought it was obvious, but okay, yeah. You put it back in the fridge. Just look up overnight oats. Easy shit. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, why haven't I been doing overnight oats? That's such an easy thing to do for breakfast. I have had oat milk. Oat milk was the first like milk alternative that I had aside from soy milk. When they were like, yo, I think you're probably lactose intolerant. I tried soy milk and I fucking hated it. And then I can't remember who it was, but somebody was like, yo, you should try oat milk. And I actually really loved it. And I think it's funny that almond milk has become like the milk alternative, right? When oat milk is great too. I could just make oat milk. Again, I have a lot of oat material around. I could make oat milk. Is Big Oat paying you right now? No, but I have a gigantic bag of oatmeal that I haven't used. So I'm like, oh man, this is the way. This is what I should be doing. We bought all this oatmeal and we haven't been eating it super often. Yo. Make some granola. Yeah, you can do this. Puts down newspaper. I should buy oats. That cat meme. I should buy some oats. Doogs is frozen. Am I frozen for anybody else? I hope not. No? Great. I figured I would have seen it more than once, but... Do you have any tips to make oatmeal taste good for someone who hates the texture of oatmeal? Do you hate when it's like super... Do you hate when it gets like gummy? Because I also hate that. I like undercook my oatmeal just a little bit. And if you want it to have just like more texture overall, you could try getting steel cut oats instead of like instant oatmeal. Maybe you already do steel cut oats. I don't know. But steel cut oats are like way firmer just overall. The texture is totally different. So yeah. I don't like the slimy texture of oatmeal. Yeah. So I would say try if you normally make it with like milk, try just making it with water. People are going to be like, sacrilege. Try just making it with water. Try making it with water. Also, if you let it sit for too long, that's when it starts to like get weird as well. Because it just continues to like cook and the oats continue to soak up stuff. So once it's like cooked to a texture that you like, if you can just sit down and like eat it, that's probably best. Because the longer it sits, it like takes it like, yeah. People make oatmeal with milk. John Bain, Total Biscuit, God rest his soul, thought that it was absolutely ridiculous that I made my oatmeal with water instead of milk. He brought it up often. He's not wrong. I don't get it. But I think it's perfectly fine. Here's the thing. Here's what I don't understand about making oatmeal with milk and saying that it like has such a different flavor. Most people put all kinds of extra shit in their oatmeal anyway. So why not just make it with water? For most people, water is going to be free. Here's me. I'm thinking about this with like my old college brain, right? Like say that I'm in college and I buy a gigantic bag of oatmeal. The oatmeal was super cheap. And then I have tap water. Awesome. I can make oatmeal so easily. And then it's all about just like what I want to put in there. You can add a little bit of milk. After it's been made with the water, you can add a little bit of milk. You can put honey in there, put chia in there, and put a bunch of fruit in there, put nuts in there. If you're me, you fucking load up oatmeal with a bunch of shit. Same thing with a big bag of rice. Absolutely. If you need something to just like fill your tummy, get a big old thing of rice. Way more bang for your buck. Super affordable. You make it with water. It's amazing. The Brits love adding milk to everything. That is true. I also don't put milk in my tea. And that's a very Brit thing. Maybe they're just all about milk there. I don't know. We used to have the Got Milk campaign. Not anymore. No milk and tea, heathen. What? Barred from the UK. You can't keep me out. You can. You can. My mom puts milk in her black tea. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. If someone's making tea for me in England, I let them make it however they like it. Because I don't care that much. so so I'm like, however you think this tea that you have is going to sing best, I'll take that. Sometimes people give me a cup of tea and I think to myself, this is mostly milk. Sometimes people give me a cup of tea and there's barely any milk in there at all, which is normally my preference. But I don't care enough to be like, don't put too much milk in there, or don't put any milk in there. I don't really care. What if it doesn't sing at all? They probably put a ton of milk in there. Oh, Moisturized Crispy, thank you very much. Been a fan for 6 years. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you. How does Sam like it? Sam is also not a huge tea drinker. Sam will normally take it, however, but I think he prefers to have milk in it. Sam's whole family is really into hot chocolate. They all want a nice hot choc in the morning. That's their thing. So the rare good Brit. Yeah, and then Sam's dad wants a coffee. So Darren and I, we have our coffee in the morning. Everybody else has a hot choc. That's how it goes. It's cute to have hot cocoa in the morning. Yeah, they love it. Sam's mom did one of those like genetic tests and was like, here we go. I'm going to find out everything about where I'm from. This is going to be the best shit. Let's do this. And then got her results back and is just like, you're English. And she was like, cool. She was like, I was sure there was something else going on in there. That's why I won't do one of those. Yeah. I have friends who are just like, I know I'm Korean. I know that if I did that test, it would be like, you're Korean. Just like, there's no point. They aren't very accurate anyway. Are they not? I have no idea how they work. I just know that everybody's like, they're selling that information. Don't do them. Which I don't. I'll be honest, I don't really care if they sell my genetic information. maybe that's the Mine was uber accurate. Interesting. Yeah, maybe one day there will be, not saying I've ever done this test. I haven't. So the only people who have my genetic information are, you know, the like 30 different companies that were involved in my child being born. They send your blood off to so many people. Look, I'm already in the system. Fuck it. But yeah, look, maybe one day I'll be, you know, living in the woods like you do once the cyberpunk future of the 80s hits all of us. I'll be living in the woods, and then I'll be like, well, it's time for my once a year trip into the city, in all caps. And I go in there, and suddenly there's just like fucking Dooger clones all over the place. I'm like, shit. This is why they told me not to do this. That information is protected by HIPAA, but when you send it to a commercial company, you volunteer your info. I see. So there's a big difference there. The world would be a better place, I guess. Unless they're just skin suits for robots, and then everybody thinks I'm a robot. And I'm like, no, I'm a real person. Shit. You're all so wholesome. Thank you. No, of course I'm not a robot. No, my car was never found. So I'm filing a claim now. It's fine. I'm at peace with it. You lost your car? My car was stolen from my driveway. I didn't lose it. People are just skin suits for skeletons. You know what? That's also true. It fell out of her pocket. Oh my god, like Bulma. That probably happens to Bulma all the fucking time. She's like, where did I put that capsule? God damn it. I had a motorcycle here somewhere. You did better than Day 9 on this front. Wasn't Day 9's situation that he came home and was like, holy shit, where's my car? But he had driven it to the grocery store and then walked home from the grocery store and forgot about it. I think that's a better situation than mine. His car still existed. Imagine you forget you have a capsule in your pocket and then you put it through the wash. Yikes. Yeah. They're pretty bulky though. Like, and they look like they're metal. So you would think you would hear it or feel it. You know, it's kind of like when there's something, like say that you were to lift up a pair of jeans and there was a phone in the pocket. Like the jeans would feel abnormally heavy. You'd probably check the pockets. But yeah. Especially if you work at Capsule Corp. Like, you gotta always check your pockets. You don't know what the fuck's in there. Could be a capsule. Could be some crazy ass notes that you wrote down how to make a time travel machine with, hypothetically. You say that as if no one has ever washed a phone. Yeah, I don't know. That happens all the time, I guess. Please invent real capsules. Fuck, I wish that I was that brilliant. I wish. That would be amazing. I always double check my pockets. I do not. I am a serial, like, open up the washing machine and go, what the fuck is all of this? And it's like a receipt that just like got wet and got everywhere. Or I find money, I find cash in the washing machine all the time. Just whatever was in my back pocket. If it's light enough, I don't notice it. You gotta do the pocket check when you take your jeans off. I know, man. Fuck. You right. For me, it's always tissues. I never put tissues in my pockets. The newer thing with Clark around is if she finds something and looks like she's gonna put it in her mouth, I'll take it and put it in a pocket. Just like get it out of the way really quick. So sometimes I put my hand in my pocket. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is all this? Just don't wash your jeans ever. A lot of people believe you shouldn't. That jeans are not meant to ever be washed, which is interesting to me. Pants don't get dirty. Are you, not to be crass, but are you a menstruator? Because things happen. Things happen sometimes. You spill some ketchup on there. You get pasta sauce on them. Or maybe you have an accidente with your body. That's all I'm saying. I need to wash pants sometimes. That's all. You're supposed to put them in the freezer? I don't know if you're goofing or not, but I'm going to look it up. Jeans in the jeans in the freezer. Myth was the first thing that popped up. The freezing myth. Oh, shit. Does freezing your jeans kill the bacteria? Let's deep dive. It's time for another Googling with Dooger in. Okay. To wash or not to wash? The long-running debate over whether or not to launder your jeans. If you talk to real denim aficionados, they tell you to not wash your jeans. This unusual advice is something your mother might disapprove of, but microbiologists say there's nothing to worry about, at least from a health perspective. The argument for not washing your jeans has traditionally been about making your denim last longer. Hot water and detergent can speed up how quickly your jeans fade. Pause. I prefer my jeans when they're like thin and faded and washed a lot. So I don't think this applies for me. But anyways. There's no evidence that not washing jeans is hazardous to your health. That is when they are worn under normal conditions. Fair enough. Bacteria, skin cells, and sweat are transferred to our pants from our own body, but skin microorganisms are generally not hazardous. Makes sense. They are on our meat suits. There are environments where having sterile clothing is important. However, sanitizing your hands is a more important issue here than washing your jeans. Get to the freezing. I found normal skin flora. Anyways. Although not laundering your jeans doesn't seem to pose any health risks, the smell could become a problem. Denim heads have suggested freezing your jeans as a way to kill bacteria and the stench. Although there is no scientific proof that this method is effective, it is clear that freezing does not kill most of the bacteria, but puts them in a dormant state. Bacteria stops growing in the freezer, but will become active again once you slip your pants back on and the germs are warmed up by the heat of your body. Airing your jeans outdoors in the sunlight is more effective of a method of getting rid of odors and bacteria. Don't freeze your jeans, I guess. Now we know. Denim heads. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a real thick denim head. And I wash my jeans all the time. Is this what scientists are discussing? Freezing pants? I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, part of my brain says, surely there are more important things. Surely there are more important things for all of us to be discussing than whether or not you should freeze your jeans. But at the same time, like, the question exists, right? And what is science for, if not to answer questions? Even if the question is, like, maybe kind of stupid. You know? Who is asking this question? We did! Just now! We did! And we went on Google, and we found an article with a bunch of different scientist names in there being like, well, I mean, really, you don't have to freeze them. That's not going to do much because the bacteria is going to heat up once it's on your body again. Like, fuck, I wouldn't have thought of that. I don't know. But guess what? There's a scientist out there, and somebody was like, I'm a denim head, and I really need to know if the freezing jeans thing is a thing. And they went to their scientist buddy, and they were like, yo, bud, should I put my jeans in the freezer? And they were like, nah. Question answered. If freezing jeans puts the bacteria in a status, then we should put them in the oven. There we go. Now we're thinking. This is true science. True science is the journey to get the answer. So what we're going to do is we're going to take two identical pairs of jeans. We're going to wear them on perfectly normal streetwear days. And then we're going to put one pair in the oven and one pair in the freezer. We're going to see what happens to the bacteria. Why is my baby crying? What happened to her? My poor baby. Seal your jeans in a vacuum sealed bag and then boil them. But haven't you also vacuum sealed the bacteria? Although I guess like the heat, right? The water doesn't need to hit it. It's just the heat needs to exist. I'm so sad. Why is she sad? I want to go save her. I hear Sam like getting up, but like, oh, why is she awake? This morning I awoke. I didn't wake up to her making any kind of noise. I woke up to the sound of the baby monitor beeping, and I was like, why is it beeping? It's plugged in.
You fine
And it turned out my daughter had unplugged the baby monitor. It's like, okay. Denim sucks anyway. Oh, I love jeans. Sam does not like jeans. And I love them. But since having a baboo, I've worn way more yoga pants than I've ever worn in my entire life. Like, so many leggings, so many yoga pants. Sam's a sweatpants boy. He is. Sam loves his sweatpants. I can't believe Mythbusters never did an episode on jeans. And Mythbusters doesn't exist anymore, right? It's over? We have not done a singing stream yet, no. Because I'm the worst. And I keep putting it off. I was going to do it like immediately after. And then it didn't wind up happening. So that's my bad. What does Sam wear for a normal day out? Sweatpants. Sweatpants and a t-shirt. What's the white thing on the floor? My daughter's socks. I'm gonna go get her. I can't live like this. I'm gonna go get her. And maybe she can hang out with us for a minute.